Yo, party people, it is Ashleigh of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. And I hope I said that right because I feel like I'm not talking right. Anyway, as you can see, I'm still with my friends because we are still in the house.
Best friends. Put respect on our relationship, please. Goodness.
My bad.
She's here with her best friend. Continue.
I'm here with my besties. And we are continuing the series of How to Ex Your Ex. You know, because it's sponsored by How to Ex Your Ex on the Amazon store right now. Make sure you get the book, the extended edition, as well as the workbook. This is the workbook. Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's pink. Pew, pew. Anyway, so what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about what do you do when you live with your ex? Let's specify live with your ex. That can mean you live specifically in a home with your ex. You live in the neighborhood with your ex. Or you work with your ex because you are cohabitating the office with your ex.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do? First of all, don't even do it. If you listen,
don't do it.
Listen, I done dated a neighbor. If I could take it back, I would get on my knees and I'd give my pinky toe.
Oh my goodness.
I literally give my pinky toe.
Like
Jesus,
pinky toe.
Take my pinky toe.
Maybe like
right
the pinky toe
now.
nail, but you need the pinky toe for balance.
Right.
I literally give my pinky toe at this point. Take it away, Jesus. Because I don't want to live by him.
Yeah.
No more.
Mm-mm.
You live with him? Listen, I've never had that. Any of you guys live with your ex?
Yeah.
Nope.
One time, I wouldn't suggest doing it. I grew up, my mother told me never to live with a man unless he's your husband, and I tried it for convenience and to save money, and I would tell anyone, don't do it. Or if you do it, make sure your name is on the lease, okay? Not both of y'all's, but yours, okay?
Whose?
But still don't do it,
Yours.
sis. Don't do it.
It's even tough when you're like, I've never been married before. None of us have. But I can imagine it's even tough when you're married. Because your name, like, both of y'all are still, like, separating stuff. And it's just like,
yeah.
But it's still a commitment. So it's like, it's more to it. So you're going to be more vulnerable.
Right.
Put both names on the whatever it is.
The deed.
Yeah, the deed.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
So.
That's true. I just think about, like, the Jamie Foxx show when Braxton and Jamie, like, split everything down the middle. I'm so childish.
Yeah.
Like, this is my side. Don't you touch my apple juice like barbershop. But what do you do when you live, like, do you try to be nice? Do you just mind your business? Have you ever worked with your ex? Y'all work with your ex?
Yes. Remember the guy from the club?
We
We weren't together, but we were definitely in a serious situationship.
It's so sad how the levels of situationship.
I know.
You can literally
like
be
medium.
You can be in a married situationship.
Yeah, right.
Y'all don't run down the whole aisle and y'all ain't got
bad.
no title.
Oh my God, that was all bad.
What is wrong with life?
I think our situationship happened after we worked together. So that was a thing.
You're lucky. You're blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, praise him. Yes, I am, and I'll take it every day.
Yeah, unfortunate situation of living in the neighborhood with mine. What do? You avoid him at all costs, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm talking strong avoidance. He goes this way, you go that way.
Right.
He goes up, you go down. Yeah. He goes this way, you go that way, okay? Because let's just tell the truth. Like, when you see something that you're trying to get over, you can't get over it. It's harder. Yeah. You can, it just takes longer because you're constantly reminded of it. Right. And think about it. Hopefully he has a car. If he's your neighbor, you're going to see his car all the time.
Right.
And if you see his car all the time, guess what you're going to think about? His car, him.
Yeah.
So when you drive down the road, you're going to think about his car.
Yeah.
When you go outside, you're going to think about his car.
Yeah.
When you pull in your home and you had a rough day, you're going to think about his car. Just don't date them. Yeah. It's just annoying, people. I'm telling you. But you can still move past it. Mm-hmm. So, like, you just avoid it. Don't go the whole, like, you know what? I'm just going to be overly nice. I'm going to wave at them every time.
Don't be extra.
I'm going to, like, go and bring them.
Just be about your business and leave.
I'm going to go and bring them pies for Thanksgiving. No. You see them outside, who are you?
Keep it moving.
I don't know who you are.
Nope.
Like, you don't exist
You don't
to me
exist,
anymore
exactly.
because recently, I love like dating shows and stuff. I've been watching Put a Ring on It on OWN. I wish they was paying me for this, but they're not. And the therapist said, respect and honor your feelings first. You can't respect and honor anybody else's feelings until you respect and honor yours first.
That's good.
So if you respect and honor your feelings first, you hate that dude. You hate him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not forever hate. It's just like right now, y'all are over. You really liked him at one point.
You don't fool with him no more.
You don't rock with him right now. Eventually, you're gonna like maybe rock with him, but right now you don't. So if you're respecting your feelings, you don't want to speak to him. If he comes outside and y'all are outside at the same time, you don't want to speak to him. If y'all in the living room at the same time, what do? You don't want to speak to him.
No.
I want to let Imani speak because you're like more I live with.
I think for me, I was still cordial in a sense. You know, I didn't want to be too disrespectful. So I would at least say hi and bye, but I wouldn't let him know like how my day was going. If I'm cooking dinner, I'm trying to think if I would cook for him or am I just cooking for him and my daughter. I mean, myself and my daughter.
This is literally the Hunger Games, sweetie boo boo. You hungry?
But you know what? I just wouldn't fix a plate. You know, food is still there. You know, I wouldn't be that cruel. So I'm not that bad. I feel like I would still be somewhat compassionate, but to a certain extent. And that's depending on what the offense was. So if we're on good terms, of course, it's going to be all good. But if we're like, you about to be out, I'll cook. Food is right here, you know? So just don't be too cutthroat,
I think the biggest thing is just about being black and white. Like, when you... I feel like if you live with that person, you got to treat it like a divorce. We got to be black and white. This is the contract. We have to sit down. We have to have a meeting, okay? This is what's going to happen. These are the rules of the house until we get out of this thing. Because I know, like, the price of living is going up in America.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. Every single place.
Everywhere.
And it's dumb, and a lot of people are like shacking up because they don't have the money to afford to live on their own.
Well, I want to intervene, Ashley, because that was a situation with my last situation where we established rules, but he didn't abide by those rules. You know, at least if you're going to be here, living here and things of that nature, at least respect me. And that wasn't what his mindset was. So if you're going to shack up, ladies, make sure your name is on the lease and it's just your name, okay? Just your name, okay? So that's one thing.
Split it.
No,
Just
your name, because these Negroes out here, girl,
they'll love you for
what would you say?
Yes.
But what would you say? Listen, the homosexual community is very high. I didn't say homo. I said hobo. H-O-B as in boy, O. Hobosexual community. What is hobosexual? These are men who get sexual just to cohabitate in your home for as long as they need to.
Aren't we in cuffing season right now?
We are.
This is the season for homosexual communities
to
go.
Need you out. I need my key. I need my mailbox key. I need my key.
But E-Money, so you're a boss. You're a boss, you know. If a dude moves out because it's in your name, and you can take care of the rent, what would you say to a woman who can't take care of the rent?
Who can't take care of it?
She don't need to move, I do.
Well, no, if you can't take care of it, I will reach out to family members. I will reach out to close friends like, hey, this is my situation. You know, for right now, is it okay? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Can I stay on your couch? Do you have an extra room for me? You know, any extra money that I have, I don't mind, you know, giving that to you. But it's not, for me, I couldn't be in that environment.
Right.
You know, when I come home from a long day of work, I want to be in my home at peace. I wasn't at peace. So I had to relieve myself of that situation. So I know there's other situations that's not necessarily like mine, but I would suggest to you to reach out to people who really care about you and have your best interests at heart and want to see you succeed and will do everything that they can in their power to help you elevate and get to the next level.
So your advice would basically be to leave the situation.
Oh, definitely.
It's like, you can't have peace and you can't heal. without it.
No.
If you live in the same home, because it's levels to living.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Leave.
Because like, yeah, because mine is like neighbor. So if you're in the same home, you need to leave and get out, because you can't keep using the excuse, oh, well, if it, like, no, you can go back. You can break your lease. Listen, I've broken my lease before.
Your lease so you can move, because, wait, sorry.
Oh, I was like, where's you going with that? I don't know.
Listen, Bugaboo, Destiny's Child.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. You bugging about you bugging who you bugging me, and don't you see it ain't cool.
I
Yeah,
know
y'all know
okay.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Come on,
sorry,
man.
I missed it.
Come on, Alexa.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just move out. And I've broken a lease before when I was in college. Like, it didn't kill me. I paid it off. Like, you can talk creditors down, okay?
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? That
was
was an option for me, but I was so in an independent mindset. Like, no, you're not going to break me down where I have to, you know.
But your name was on the lease.
It was. You're absolutely right. But still, I still could have broke my lease and moved back in with my mother, and it would have been dirt cheap to move back with her. But my whole mindset was, you're not going to get the best of me.
Right.
If I have to get more shifts to pay this rent, that's just what I'm going to have to do. So I just think it just depends on the person. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
So if you can boss up. I done told y'all, get that breakup body,
Right.
get that that Mary J. Bank, get that Adele Bank. Like, get out here and get it if you have that option. If you don't, do not be afraid or do not be embarrassed to like move back.
Yeah.
Because we've all had those moments when we
Yeah.
like had to backtrack in order to get on our feet. Like,
Right.
take 2 steps back to take 5 steps forward. You know what I mean? So it's
definitely.
cool. If you live in a neighborhood, just avoid him at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. All costs.
Don't speak.
I don't
Keep
care.
it moving. Get in your car.
Listen.
Bye.
Listen, y'all at the trash can. Speak for what?
I don't know you.
For what? Who are you, sir? I don't know. Who? What? Who?
Girl.
Maintain
I'm
your
a
peace
whole-
at all costs.
I'm a whole owl out here in this. Who?
But you know what, y'all? I think that it actually does depend on how you guys broke up, because there's okay. That